Alright guys, welcome to part... Let me check here. Part 10 of Let's Play Mass Effect. Codex.
After the Geth, thresher maws
Oh
are
yeah, there we go.
subterranean carnivores that spend their entire lives eating or searching for something to eat. Threshers reproduce via spores that can lie dormant for millennia, yet are robust enough to survive prolonged periods in deep space and atmospheric re-entry. As a result, thresher spores appear on many worlds, spread by previous generations of space travelers. The body of a thresher never entirely leaves the ground. Only the head and tentacles erupt from the earth to attack. In addition to physical attacks, threshers have the ability to project toxic chemicals and emit bursts of infrasound as a shockwave weapon. The Alliance first encountered threshers on the colony of Akuz in 2177. After contact was lost with the Pioneer team, Marine units were deployed to investigate. The shore parties were set upon by hungry threshers, and nearly the entire assault force was killed. Alliance forces recommend engaging threshers with vehicle-mounted heavy weapons.
Just to give you an idea. And then we have secondary codex to go through at some point as well. Okay. I'm going to finish off the dialogue here with my characters.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Just a sec. Just a second. Okay, I know.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her. And this was not like her. Something changed.
Alright,
I'd
Asari
like to know more
culture.
about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Okay.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander. I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. But I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No! I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Alright, let's go down and have a conversation with Tally. And then we'll go deal with the rogue VI.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
You're homesick.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million... Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I want to know more about
When my people reach... But no ship wants to accept someone who will... We set out alone. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is
Can a
accepted...
captain choose
that doesn't happen. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community.
I want to talk about
Like what? See you later.
Yeah, that's all old stuff. Okay. Let's go VI it.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher War. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
Pluto is one of Sol's numerous ice dwarf worlds. It is plainly of note for being the gravitational anchor for the Prothean mass relay to Arcturus. Pluto, the Charon relay, formerly encased in ice, considered a moon, or for each other. Pluto's orbit was circulated in 2157 as a side effect of the Charon mass relay recovery operations. Gateway station population of 9,300. Negative 229 Celsius. I think Neptune actually is colder. Research facility on Triton. Neptune has plentiful helium. Its remoteness made it an unpromising target for mining. For the development of a mass effect drive, with Uranus cheaper to exploit, it has never seen extensive developing. Major source of helium, along with Uranus. Titan mined for hydrocarbons and uses the hostile environment training facility for Alliance Marines. Jupiter's deep gravity well and lethal radiation have kept its moons from being significantly exploited. Large outpost is Binary Helix Corporation's Nautilus facility attached to the other side of Europa's ice sheet. Mars. Once considered a prospect for terraforming and colonization, the discovery of fast and light travel turned Mars into a quiet backwater. Its southern poles is historical preserves centered on the Prothean ruins found there. Immigration and development are restricted. Search for Prothean artifacts continues. 3.4 million. Not much going on. Have to go take care of this rogue VI that's on the moon. Making a local call. Alright. Alright, that's all there really seems to be. Yeah, you can see Earth from here. It's really pretty. So there's three buildings.
Take cover!
Powering up.
Oh. Whoopsies. Alright, hang on. Alright. I've quick saved and I'm doing this in a different order now. Thunder, what is... Another thunder. level up. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, we picked up a Banshee. Omnigel, let's look that up quick. First aid is V. Oh no. We're getting thoroughly pwned. Thoroughly pwned. Got a Banshee 4. Yeah, we'll do that. Get our health up, see if that helps us any. Not bloody likely. Yeah, synthetics, that's what we're Yeah, the cover system is not very great either. That's the other problem. Among a world of problems. Ooh. We drew a reasonable assault rifle. Let's pop a save. Jeez.
All targets down.
Now, this assault rifle was a pretty decent draw, at least. So we have something now that at least isn't complete garbage at fighting these things. Hopefully we kind of strength our way into this too.
I think we're good, Commander.
VI.
Think we're good, Commander.
Medical interface 4. Yeah, we're gonna put a medical. Caden absolutely has to have one as well. less important on Ashley. But yeah, that should get Caden's health back up. Does Ashley... Yeah, we don't actually have any others. Yeah, we just need to remember to save now. I think we're meant to take this on a little bit later in the game. Everybody remember where we parked.
Secured.
Alright. Let's kind of peek around. Security locker. There's one. Banshee. Not very good. Wow.
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
That was close.
Clear.
Okay. It's not actually run out of energy. Do we actually get any good armor? Not yet. Okay. Best have to shoot our way out of here. And the last one's gonna make the biggest stink. Because, as the old saying goes, it always does. That's nuts.
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
Yeah, this one basically fights the hardest in this building to keep you from shutting it down. I think this one even has a third defense mechanism. I don't remember what it is, so let's save. Jeez.
Area secured.
I think the drones are done now, so all we have to do is burst of white noise, all over frequencies nearly deafens you. Your heads-up display interprets as a series of zeros and ones. 01, 001, 000, 01, 00101, 01, 001100, 01, 01, 000. They repeat it again and again, blanketing all frequencies until the lights on the final VI cluster flicker and die. Specialization class achieved. Lethal precision. Improves immunity or barrier improves. Oh, okay, so it adds to your soldier. It's worth it. We will get stronger than ever before. Rogue VI complete. And then we get out of here and just say, hey. Oh yeah, let's verify the story.
Computer, give me a real-time connection to the Dreadnought Kilimanjaro. I want to speak to my mother, Exo Shepard.
Shepard speak? Oh, hi. I don't have time for a personal call right now. I'm on duty.
I know what that's like. Do you remember Lieutenant Zabaleta from the Einstein?
Ernesto? Have you heard from him? He was one of the Marines who guarded the CIC. We shared a watch. I lost track of him after there was an incident.
I've seen him here on the Citadel. Looks like he's had some hard times.
I don't doubt it. You remember the Batarian raid on Mindwar in 2170? You were in high school. The Einstein's task group responded to the Mayday. The Batarians were still pulling out when the Marines hit groundside. Zabaleta was one of the first down. He was never quite the same after.
I don't understand. What happened down there?
About every abomination that a sentient being can do to another. To a slaver, a person is just another animal. And humans aren't always liked out here. We heard about corralling, culling. They'd shoot those they couldn't use, implant control devices in the skulls of those they could, without anesthetic.
He has post-traumatic stress because of what he saw?
He tried to keep working, but it rode him. He showed up drunk on duty more and more. We couldn't always cover for him. The Alliance discharged him. Everyone knew he drank because of what he'd seen down there, even if he never talked about it. Especially because he never talked about it.
For it to have affected him that deeply, he must have been a very sensitive man.
He was. Always in laughter and tears. If you see him, tell him we still worry about him. Tell him to go to the Veterans Affairs office. I have to go. But take care of yourself. You're making us proud. Kilimanjaro out.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll put that on the list of things to do. Okay.